gonna be dealing with the cooling stuff. This car does have 135,000 miles, so I want to make sure that everything's up to par. So what we're gonna do is, since everything's fine, we're gonna leave the radiator. We're gonna flush the radiator and add new coolant. And I bought this stuff from Red Line that I've actually used in my Evo. I don't know the science behind it, but basically it dropped the Evo about 10 degrees lower by adding this thing, and somehow it creates like not doing bubbles or something. I don't understand the chemistry of it, but the stuff works. You get this at AutoZone, Red Line. I think it's like maybe $10 if that, or $8. This stuff's good. We're also gonna change the thermostat. I don't know when was the last time the thermostat was changed, so I'm gonna change that. I love this guy. This valve right here lets you release all the steam into the reservoir tank, and then it makes it easier to open it, so you don't have to wait around and let the car cool down. So these are pretty cool. These are like about 10 bucks or 5 bucks or something like that. I asked for radiator hoses, the upper and lower, and the guy at AutoZone actually told me there was 3. So I seen this one, but I have no idea where these are. So I'm gonna have to figure out about 3 radiator hoses. I've never done that before. So stay tuned, guys.
I can feel your energy pulsating down my spine. I am not the enemy. No need to run and hide. No.
Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do right here is a good test to make sure there's no pressure. We're going to take off the radiator cap. And I think the drain plug is at the bottom, so we're going to go down there right now. Hopefully you guys can see. Right here, it's a Phillips. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a Phillips. There's a little plastic drain plug right there. So it's going to unloosen that guy.
It's a cold-blooded love. It's a cold-blooded love. Makes us break each other's hearts.
Okay guys, so we finally got this radiator hose in there. I don't recommend that you use these. These are the original that came with the car, so I'm assuming that this old one is probably the original. Maybe not, I don't know. But it's still in good condition, but I'm just changing it just because I don't want to get me stuck on the highway one day. If you can, buy the regular ones with the little Phillips and the 10mm or 8mm ones. It'll make your life easy. And we did have to trim it about 1 inch on each side. Because these are, I'm sure they're universal for a lot of cars, not just one. So they make them a little longer. So we have 2 more to find, radiator hoses. I found 1 more. I haven't found the 3rd one, to be honest with you. I just found one right now. It seems to be right here. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm assuming it's going to be one of these guys. Maybe this one. Or this one. I would have to check and see, but I'll keep filming, guys. Okay guys, I found the mysterious 3rd hose under this little door slap, little hidden door right here. You look under here and you can see the 2nd radiator hose right there. So I'm gonna be changing that one. It's gonna be a little difficult for me to record that, but I'll try my best. Alright guys, so I finished the 2nd hose, the radiator hose. It's in there. It was a bitch because I had to get rid of the under tray, the plastic part. But it's a good sign because that means somebody didn't really fuck with it, I would assume. Because if it was me, I always take them off and never put them back. Like the Evo 10, I never put it back. Because you're going to get down there and you have to do stuff and it's just a hassle. So there's a new radiator hose. It's in and fresh. So I'm kind of concerned that this one's gonna leak, so we'll leave it up on this when I'm have it not room temperature, but running temperature. So we have to do 1 more radiator hose up there. I'll set up the camera so you guys can watch. so we finished installing this, I don't know if you guys can see. So we installed that radiator hose. I recommend that you guys move this guy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's for. But as you can see, it's in the way. When you remove it, it's just these two, I think 10 or 8 millimeter bolts. And it lets you work on this hose. So it is 3 hoses in total. This hose, a piece of metal, and then another hose that hooks up to the radiator. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to change is the thermostat and the thermostat housing gasket. So I have to remove this aftermarket Jackson Racing intake, which is really funky. It's like a Ram Air style. It's kind of weird. I need to take it off to give me some more space. This filter looks like it's seen better days. Not gonna lie. But yeah.
It's a cold-blooded love. It's a cold-blooded love. Helps us break each other's hearts. It's a cold-blooded love. It's a cold-blooded love. Helps us break each other's hearts.
Black gasket sealer that I have. I'm gonna put a little layer on this side and a little layer on this side, and then sandwich it together.
I can feel your energy pulsating down my spine. Oh, oh. I am not the enemy. No need to run and hide. No, no. But as the night draws near, we are animals of fear. Feel so cold inside my head. And as the sun comes up, we are always.
So we're gonna fill up the radiator with coolant now, and then get the car started. And then we're gonna run that. You gotta run the heater, so you get water in there as well.
Each other's hearts. It's a cold-blooded love. It's a cold-blooded love. Helps us break each other's hearts.
We're gonna add this guy, the guy I was talking about earlier, that cools your car down even more. Here in California in the summertime, you can get over 100 easy. I'll throw that in there too. So I'm gonna check for some leaks, let the car get to running temperature, and then right now I have the heater going, so we should be good. And the radiator has gone down a little bit. In today's episode, what we're gonna do is a compression test, and as we do the compression test, we're gonna also replace the spark plugs with the Iridium NGK spark plugs, and we can see what condition those spark plugs are.